Es mamo, let the green roots run, dancing with the daisies in the morning sun.
Hello everyone, welcome to It's Mamo Gardens. What I want to do today is talk about this beautiful succulent called Zamioculcas zamiifolia, also known as the ZZ plant. It is a tropical herbaceous perennial plant and it is native to Kenya, Southern Africa in KwaZulu-Natal, Malawi, Mozambique, Tanzania and Zimbabwe. It is commonly grown as a house plant mainly because of its attractive glossy foliage and it is easy to care for. The ZZ plant's leaves are glossy because of a thick, waxy outer layer called a cuticle, which helps the plant store water and survive dry conditions. This smooth surface also protects the indoor house plant from dust, minor damage, and pests. Wipe the leaves gently with a damp cloth so that dust does not block the light so that it prevents photosynthesis. Avoid chemicals. Don't use artificial leaf shine spray as they can clog the pores of the plant. When it comes to water, Zamioculcas zamiifolia contains 91% water in the leaves, 95% water in the petioles. It has an individual leaf longevity of at least 6 months, which may be the reason it can survive extremely well under interior low light levels for 4 months without water. The plant stores water in the rhizomes, thus aiding the plant in the drought resistance. The plant like regular watering, but the soil should be allowed to dry out between watering. The rhizomes are thick, fleshy potato-like underground storage organs that features starchy interior tissue, exterior growth nodes, and an ability to store vital water reserves. This stem has just fallen off the rhizome, but it's not wasted. I will propagate it. The ideal soil for a ZZ plant requires fast draining, high aeration, and gritty texture to protect its water-storing rhizome. Standard heavy potting soil holds too much water and causes root rot. I have a normal potting mix mixed with compost. The compost helps to break down that soil and help it to become airy. This stem right here, it's broken. I have two choices. I can either cut it off and propagate the stem, or I can hold it upright and help the stem to heal. I think I'm gonna hold it up because it's still full of life. Hopefully it will heal. I will monitor it for the next couple of weeks, see if it heals. If not, I can always propagate it. Here I have a bamboo stick. What I'll do is tie it on this bamboo, not too tight. It must just be loosely tied up so that the stem can easily move. Had to make sure where I am placing this stake, I am not damaging any rhizome. Gently and loosely tied to the stake so that the stem is not suffocating where it will die, but loosely tied so that it can move, and the wound is upright where the stem will have an opportunity to heal itself. And there's broken stems, if they're not badly damaged, they can be propagated. Propagating the ZZ plant from a stem involves cutting a healthy stalk, letting the end dry, and rooting it in water or soil. The key step including taking the cutting, allowing it to callus, and waiting for the roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this and leave it for the next 3 days to callus, and I'm going to propagate it in water. This is just a stem with no leaves, but I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? This plant here is actually a propagation that we did a couple of months ago, and look how beautiful it is. One of the stems here was propagated in water and the rest is division. Due to its strong green leaves, it is especially suitable for open bright rooms. When grown indoors, the plant prefers bright indirect light but will tolerate low light condition. However, low light is not optimal for an extended period of time. Insufficient amount of sunlight can result in leaves lengthening and falling off. That is, the plant becoming leggy as it stretches for light. The disadvantage of the ZZ plant is that they are toxic to pets and humans. They are sensitive to overwatering and they are very slow growing. The benefit of having a ZZ plant is its air purification properties. It filters harmful volatile organic compounds like benzene, xylene from indoor air. Mental well-being, it promotes a calming atmosphere that can help reduce stress levels and elevate daily moods. Focus and productivity, it adds a natural greenery to workspace which may help decrease mental fatigue and improve concentration. It is low maintenance, easy to care for, thrives in windowless offices, dim hallways, and dark apartment corners where other plants will struggle. When it comes to temperature, if you're growing your ZZ plant outdoors in the cold climate, it may survive outdoor as long as the temperature does not fall below or around 15 degrees Celsius, that is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're growing your ZZ plant outdoors in the colder regions, move it indoors in winter. When it comes to humidity, the ZZ plant do not require high humidity and thrive in average indoor conditions. They don't need misting or special humidifier to stay healthy. Remember to propagate or repot your plant during the growing season, which is spring and summer. The signs to repot is when your thick potato-like rhizomes are growing out of the bottom of the drainage holes. The plastic or ceramic pot is bulging, cracking, or distorted from the tight internal crowding. Fertilize your ZZ plant during the growing season, which is spring to summer, with a balanced liquid fertilizer. Whether you're looking for a living art piece that works wonderfully as a home decor due to its glossy sculptural leaves, upright growth, and the ability to thrive in dim spaces, the Zamioculcas zammiifolia is your plant. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you soon.